This mission's not too bad. The main thing you have is there is going to be a point where you're forced to use the Hatchman. The Hatchman's going to be kind of worse than any other mech that I could put in there. But you also have to use the AI's pilot, which is another problem because the pilot's not any good. And as per typical, as I already mentioned in that previous one, the pilots are oftentimes not assigned to the appropriate mechs. Like their skill set doesn't suit the mech that they're piloting. I mean, having a skilled pilot with some abilities is better than having no abilities, but having the wrong abilities in a mech, you know, those abilities kind of lose some of their usefulness. All right, in any case, let's continue the mission.
Command interface initiated.
So our objective is to escort a convoy. We have to get to this point to actually get them going. I've never been really that big of a fan of the escort missions, especially since they changed the way that the escort missions work. When this game first came out, the vehicles would go on their escort path regardless of where you were, but now they wait for you. Now, in some ways, you might say, "Oh, that's actually good," but oftentimes the AI just like it behaves kind of silly, and you get some elements of the convoy lagging behind, and then it like spreads them out over a couple different turns, and it's very common with these escort convoy missions for the enemy to get reinforcements right on top of where the convoy is being picked up, and where you would have the convoy if they had all kept together leaving out on the next turn. Instead, because they're separated out, and if it's really bad, it might be a couple turn separation, they actually have to sit there for 2 or 3 turns, and if you're not lucky, then the enemy just opens up on them while they just sit there and in the extract zone and get annihilated.
Got it.
So it's very easy to lose these missions over kind of bullcrap. Yeah. So I've just never been that big of a fan of them. And I think that feeling is pretty much mutual across the board for most people. Go ahead and jump in here. We want to let our other mechs catch up. I'm not exactly sure which direction we're going in. We could be going this way. Oftentimes, the easy way to tell is if you follow a road, eventually, sometimes you get to like a landing strip area. Didn't really see one over in that direction. This road goes that way. Yeah, this is the road we came on, so more than likely they're going to go the other way. So we just have to prepare for that. Go ahead and jump in here as well.
Engaging jump jets.
So our slower mechs are going to follow the road because they get a little bit of a movement bonus by doing so.
Heading out.
Copy that.
And hopefully we'll get there not too far behind.
Moving to position.
Yeah, that would be nice if they gave you control of the escorted. But then I feel like you could probably do gimmicky things, so I kind of understand why they wouldn't want that to happen. I am not going to move just yet, because this mission's not really going to kick off until we get somebody in the zone. And I think at this point, these guys would lag behind too much, so we're just going to have our lighter mechs that are faster just hang back a little bit. This turn might be okay, because we're getting at least close to where these guys are going to show up.
Good to go.
All right. So go ahead. Probably going to have the fire starter rather than... we don't want to be in these spores. Spores are bad. I think I'm going to jump right here. So what you want to do is you want to have a mech nearby the convoy. At least one of them in the convoy at any given time.
Lifting off.
Because there's a radius that they need you to be in for them to be able to move. What I would like to see is, if that's the case, have a circle around the guy so you know how far away you have to be for him to want to go forward. Like, that's the biggest problem, because sometimes you put a mech next to a vehicle and be like, okay, hopefully this is going to get them going, and then they don't move, and you're like, oh, I was one space too far away. That's nice. So, yeah, it would be nice to see a radius of what they're looking for as far as an escort zone. Ready to roll out, Commander. Keep the hostiles off of us. We can get Stieglitz Bradford's payload from point A to point B. But we aren't equipped to fight. Yeah, and they go ahead and move before, so we'll have to see if all 4 of them move. Hopefully they do. Yeah, so far they are. So I have to put somebody really close to them. Yeah, that's another, yeah, exactly. That's a good point too. Like have a button. See, one thing, okay, so I'm going to use a reference here. So MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries had an escort mission, and the way it worked is the convoy would wait until you got to a waypoint, and then they would move up to greet you. So that I would like for example, let's say we had a waypoint here. So the convoy, let's say they had a waypoint here. They would collect here and they'd wait. And then when I moved up to here, they would move to that waypoint. Like, that's another way to do it. Like, there's lots of ways to do this, and it's been done before. But obviously, you know,
Confirmed.
it is what it is. Like, I was just going to run away, huh? So we do have a tricky thing here where I do have to move some mechs within range of my allies, otherwise they won't move.
Commander.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put the fire starter just with a walk move roughly there. Hopefully that's close enough to this guy. Maybe here would be the safest move. I'd like the sensor lock though. I can get a sensor lock if I move here. No, I can't. I'd have to move even further forward. All right. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to get done this turn with most of our mechs anyway. I mean, I don't have any LRMs on any of my mechs, so I don't even know what I'm doing. We'll just do it to do it.
Confirmed. Got a lock.
Hey, it's a Jenner. You can hear one of my cats meowing in the background in the kitchen. Okay, you're gonna jump. You're gonna jump right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. This is not normally the cat that is vocal during my streams, so she is a little bit different. I don't know how you say that. Cat voice. She has a different. All right. So outside of that light mech, we don't really have a whole lot else on the screen, huh?
What's up,
All right, these
boss?
guys are just going to continue to sprint down the road, hopefully catching up. As you can see, they're quite a distance behind.
Roger. Full
These
speed.
convoy vehicles are pretty fast.
Yes, Commander.
Maybe I should have waited another turn. I don't really know. No, I want to move there, not select the other mech.
On the move. Full speed.
Oh, okay. That's good. All right, off they go. These are thankfully the more heavy APCs here, so they'll be a little bit more hardy, but okay, that guy's moving. Might have a turn of separation there though, because that was a kind of weird move. Come on, go. Yeah, they're kind of a little
Let's
split
do
up
it.
now. Not really a good sign. That's our drop-off point. Go ahead and wait.
Got it.
So it looks like 3 enemy mechs, 2 lights, and a medium. I expect reinforcements once the APCs get to their zone. I honestly don't think there's a bad idea. It's a bad idea to wait. Some of these guys may not move, but if the guys up front don't move, I guess it's not the end of the world. If they do move, they move in and they give us line of sight. Sort of where these guys are way far behind, and they're kind of so far behind they're not useful, because the Vindicator needs to be close range, and the Enforcer needs direct line of sight, and which we don't have. So, yeah, this is kind of a problem. All right, well, I'm going to reserve. It's
Reserving
possible the convoy won't be moving much, because I'm not close enough to them, but we'll find out.
Orders.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to get some attacks going.
Up high.
All right, what do we got? So Jenner, Vulcan. All right, that's not really that bad. I might use Vigilance here. Then again, I don't know if that's all that necessary. It's not. I say we don't. Yeah, I mean, the way she was meowing, she's got like kind of a more like low pitch to her. She has two different meows she uses. She uses a like lower pitched, like louder meow, and then she uses what I call squeaking. She meows at such a high pitch you can barely hear it. And it's this little tiny meow. That's her cutesy meow. All right, in any case, yeah, I don't think we need to use Vigilance here. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go ahead. I think we just do a normal attack here.
Acknowledged.
If they attack the fire starter, that's actually kind of what we want them to do. All right, here comes the APCs. At least that one moved. Should be able to attack. Oh, they were moving quickly because I was pressing the spacebar to get them to move. Like, you can speed up the animations, so that's what I was doing. That's why they looked like they were like lagging or skipping around. Yeah, that's why. Won't be able to get my smaller weapons in, but I figure we just keep attacking the same Jenner. Try and take it out.
Engaging jump jets.
And these APCs will also be able to fire upon it, so... Now you, I think Vigilance makes sense. Because it gives us an initiative bonus. Wait. We actually want to multi-target here. You're going to be A, you're going to be B, you're going to be C. And then we'll just go... E, C? So? Yeah, that'll do it. We're trying to get all their attention. That's a pretty standard kind of thing you can do. The AI will focus on whatever their objective is above all else, unless you attack them. Once you attack them, you draw their attention, and they'll start attacking your mechs rather than the objectives. So now the APCs potentially won't get attacked at all. Unfortunately, once they get into this zone, I expect more reinforcements, so that will be a problem, but... They should be messing up this Jenner pretty nicely, especially with those machine guns. All right, we need to get a mech in here so these guys move. Who's in front there? Leo?
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and sprint with Leo down the road. He might not be able to get close enough. So it's possible these vehicles in the back will not move. Hopefully I'm getting close enough that they will. But there's a possibility. I'm going to just slam the spacebar here and something. Okay, they moved. So if you saw them move really fast there, that's because I was hitting the spacebar. Get to speed up the animation. Okay. So that worked out. More than likely the other guy will move as well. Yeah, I guess you might as well sprint up the road as well. It's possible these mechs in the back won't do anything in this mission at all. Although I probably can jump up on this ridge and get attacks off next turn. I'm not really sure we'll get that or not. Okay, and you're going to move on up and not do anything. All right, so we have at least one turn separation, potentially, of the front vehicles and the back one. Here comes the Jenner, which did nothing. That's odd. That confuses me slightly. I'm tempted to just go for a rear attack here. Although we're running pretty hot, maybe we wouldn't be able to pull that off. We'd be able to pull it off from a distance standpoint. Like, I could get in behind here, no problem. The question is, do I have the heat to do it? You know what, F it.
Copy that.
If it works, it works. If it not, not. Center torso, try and get a quick kill.
I copy.
I seem very focused. Yeah! Awesome. That was perfect. We assassinated the assassin. And that guy just stood still, so we should be able to light him up. All right, this is going to be a double attack here. So we're going to move in. I'm going to rear attack the one Jenner and then full on attack the other. I expect that Jenner to go down, but this is going to be multi-target. So you're going to be A, you're going to be B. B is going to be the small lasers.
Engaging multiple targets.
That's probably a dead mech. Or a very heavily damaged mech. Okay, a couple rear hits there. Alright, now the question is,
Ready for order.
can these mechs back here do anything? I sure can. I guess I might as well jump in as close as I can get, so we're at least, like, you know,
Copy.
close enough to maybe do something in case these guys move. Okay, good hits.
Orders.
Let's see if she can do similar. Yeah, looks
Jump
good.
jets engaged.
We hit with this, maybe we can knock him unsteady. Probably not knock him down because we haven't done enough stability damage outside of that. Well, there goes a good chunk of its firepower. Alright, so we've gotten through these guys.
Heavy damage.
I do not have anybody near these vehicles, so I really don't know what they're going to do. As long as they don't actually enter the zone, they will not trigger the reinforcements. They're not firing, though, which I kind of wish they were. There we go. Alright, it looks like they're all behaving. Alright. And finally the last one. And got some machine guns in there. And got the kill. Okay. So there is nothing to do right now except for the reinforcements. Now, I can pretty much guarantee you there's going to be reinforcements here. So...
Yep.
I really need Brunswick to cool off. So we're just going to take a simple walk into the woods here.
Move into position.
We'll have decent damage reduction. You are going to jump. Get there.
Roger.
Probably going to do that with both of my slower mechs. Get them into a position where they can, you know, do something next turn, but also give them a little bit of a chance to cool off. The jump jets will obviously heat them up as they go, but... so there's the drop-off point. We don't want to get too close to that, because we'll, go kill us. But that should be an alright move there. Cool this off as well. Alright. Alright, and there's the reinforcements as we expected. I just picked up a new blip on my long-range sensors, Commander. You're about to have company. All compelling troops, destroy that convoy. Your families will be held accountable if you fail. That's how House Liao operates.
Hold this position, Commander. The package will be on its way soon.
Alright, let's see if the back one can get in. It maybe, maybe not. If it can, then they'll get out next turn. No, of course it won't. There it is. Alright.
Hell yes.
So they should leave at the end of this turn. So we just have to let them survive one turn. So we just have to draw the attention. Fortunately, that guy's going to go immediately. He did not attack. But he may have given the vision that they need.
Receiving you.
We could take a... see, I can't even draw their attention. So one of their mechs is going to be able to open up on one of the vehicles, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. So there's no point in me moving at all right now, because what I do does not matter. So we're just going to reserve. Now, maybe he didn't get the vision, but that starts to be suspicious that they don't have the vision. What I could do is just to make sure we don't have a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here. Get an idea of what we're facing. I'm gonna use Vigilance to protect myself. Okay, what do we got? Phoenix Hawk, Trebuchet, and another Trebuchet. Now, Phoenix Hawk does worry me because he might be able to get in behind me, although maybe we didn't leave him room to do so. But we are going to go ahead and multi-target. The trebuchet is the more dangerous one here, but we are going to do A, B. And we'll do this against B. This is purely to grab their attention.
Engaging multiple targets.
So, that done. And this one. There. Okay. Grab their attention. That's what we were looking for. So, these guys should not attack the vehicles. They're going to attack my mechs. Why they chose to attack the fire starter, I'm not really sure. But okay. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and let the... Oh, actually, no, we don't have to do that.
Commander.
Have you jump. Get closer. We're going to continue to go after that trebuchet. Oh. Okay, my chance to hit it is not very good. Alright, so I'm going to actually hold my action here. Reason being is I want to burn down that evasion. So I'm going to let the Phoenix Hawk do its thing.
Holding.
Oh, it's going to melee attack me. I guess that makes sense. We have a lot of evasion, so we'd normally be hard to hit. And the Phoenix Hawk is going to have machine guns to follow up the damage with. So burning more of my evasion here. That's not a bad move for them. Okay. So now,
Aye, aye.
we're going to take the fire starter. Our goal here is to go after the trebuchet. Try and do as much damage as we can to it. This trebuchet in the back, this one back here, has not been targeted, so in theory it could go after the vehicles, but I suspect, you know, it's not going to because they're going to leave. So go ahead and open up here.
Eat this.
Okay. There we go. That should have reduced the firepower. You also got a head hit. Alright. It would be nice if they actually fire their medium lasers. They have to be within range of that trebuchet, but they didn't for whatever reason.
Waiting for order.
Okay. Now we can jump down into the woods here. I'm just going to continue to target this trebuchet. Can I get you to help me here? You unfortunately just cannot get good positioning. But we have to jump if we want to be in range, so... yeah, I guess this is going to be the move.
Lifting off.
We can hit this trebuchet pretty hard. Knock it unstable. Unfortunately, we did not achieve that.
Standing by.
Jump. Woods. Alright, this is as good of a shot as we're going to get.
Got it.
Okay. Not bad. Alright, give me some medium lasers.
The objective is
You
secured,
dicks.
Commander.
Gave me absolutely no support. Well, they're gone. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Alright. Okay, so that guy is operating as a light mech as far as his initiative. Wait, what the hell is going on? What is happening? Why are they getting a full turn?
Mech warriors, show them what you've got.
What the hell was that? Well, that, my friends, was a bug. Because, yeah, they got to go a full turn despite the fact we were still in combat. I don't understand how that works, but okay.
What do you need?
And because they got to go, like, everything that I had planned to do, it isn't going to work now. Yeah, we exited combat. I don't know why. We were right next to them. It was at point-blank range. And we didn't get a turn. They did. They got a full turn. We got nothing. So, all the heat we built up, still there. What a bunch of nonsense. And this guy had no evasion and no protection. I could have... Actually, no. It was this... Which guy was it? This guy here? I could have lit him up next turn. What a bunch of bullshit. We were so set up for that turn. I mean... It's a bug. I mean, what else can you say? I'm gonna go ahead and come in here, get a rear attack. We could do more damage if I jumped, but I wouldn't have the heat to actually attack here. So we'll go ahead and rear attack this guy. Go ahead and do a precision strike. Why the hell not? Right in the center torso.
All weapons committed.
I would have liked that to have done a little bit more than it did. I had to move the Phoenix Hawk because otherwise the Phoenix Hawk would have taken a rear attack, I think, from that commando.
Distance holding.
Brunswick, I really don't have a strong move unless we go in for that rear attack as well.
Standing by.
I would have to use jump jets to get it. That'll do, I guess. I don't think we're close enough to get a melee attack from that Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk may run in here and attack my Phoenix Hawk with a melee attack, but I mean, we burned through the rear armor here with the previous attack.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Too many arm hits there.
How'd that taste?
Well, that's been a long, and in my opinion, long-standing thing that needs to be fixed. The fact that oftentimes you get pulled out of combat during various things. But that was a bug and a half, pretty much. Okay. Well, this commando is a very nice target. I'm going to go ahead and have the legend just walk up and annihilate it if I can.
Moving to position. Firing all weapons.
Okay. Got a head hit. Okay. I mean, we're fine with them attacking our mechs over here. That's what we want them to do.
Systems holding.
Orders.
And you keep moving up. And again, we're just going to smack that
I copy.
commando.
Acknowledge.
That had to have hurt.
Reporting critical hit.
Knockdown, yeah. The combination of those two, and they killed the pilot because head hit, torso gone, and then the knockdown killed him, so he's dead. So that worked out. We can get more rear attacks on this trebuchet, no problem. So we're more or less set up for that. I see no reason why not to do that. Maybe we could get a rear attack on this guy too. Yeah, we sure can. We've got multiple rear attacks lined up for us. We'd be able to do more damage with this one, but I figure we have Brunswick go in for the rear attack here at pretty much point blank range.
On it.
I'm not sure if I do a precision strike here because I don't see the point. I mean, this guy's almost dead with the amount of firepower we were about to hit him with. I don't know how he gets out of this one. Yeah, goodbye. So we've got multiple rear attacks that we could do. We could do a rear attack on this trebuchet. I figure we save that for other two mechs, though. I'm going to go ahead and do this rear attack instead. And I'm running too hot to do like a really aggressive move here. I'm all right with the precision strike, I guess.
Targeting rear armor.
That has to hurt. Okay, trebuchet is going to be able to do whatever it wants to do. Which is attack our enforcer, which I'm perfectly fine with. Alright, so we have a decision to make. Do we go after the trebuchet,
Just minor, Commander.
which has no evasion and no protection, or do we go after the Phoenix Hawk, which has taken pretty good damage, but it's all rear damage, so the frontal armor is, it's taken a little bit of dings, but not much. But it hasn't gone yet. Now, the trebuchet is definitely the more dangerous threat here.
Orders.
I think we just keep on the trebuchet here. Especially as we can attack a side that's already been damaged.
Giving them everything I've got.
Okay. Good hits there, although most of that was against the leg.
Receiving you.
Might be able to knock it down with a leg kill, but
On my way.
come in here. Yeah, we'll just focus on this guy.
Firing on target.
Just get that stability damage up, I guess. Okay, here comes the Phoenix Hawk. A little threatening, but... Oh, damn stray shot. Alright.
Damage minimal.
Light damage, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we'll go with another rear attack with Brunswick. May not be able to get a lot of small lasers in here, but I still think it's a good idea. Okay, just have to turn one off. I'm even going to go Precision Strike on this one. Center torso, just try and get the kill.
Firing on rear arc.
That is the second kill for Brunswick with rear attacks. Goodbye.
Gotcha.
And see, this is us using our mechs at their best. They get a little bit of damage here, but we should be fine. Yeah, this trebuchet is not getting out of this alive. So my pilot is just going to move in to burn through that evasion. I don't have a lot of damage I can do here, but it will add up.
Engaging target.
Okay. And now to
Enemy
finish
has
it.
Critical damage detected.
Yes, Commander.
Just keep moving on up.
Affirmative.
This will probably hurt quite a lot. I don't see this living through this damage.
Mech destroyed.
Backstabber, yeah. That would be a good call sign for that pilot. All targets eliminated. Sit tight, and I can collect you from where you are at right now.
Mission
All right.
successful.
Successful mission, and we had some good mechs to salvage. I think we're getting a trebuchet out of this one. All right, we get some bonuses, 20%. Nobody got really damaged, so that's good. Okay, so we did get a full-on Commando 1B, but we don't really want that. There are definitely trebuchet parts, which we can turn 2 in to get a full mech, so I'll go ahead and do that. Outside of that, we can pick up a Vulcan or a Phoenix Hawk. Now, we don't have parts for either thing, so it's really a tough call here. Technically, the Phoenix Hawk is the heavier mech. We already have one Phoenix Hawk, and I really don't know if there's a whole lot you can do with a Phoenix Hawk other than the design we're doing. So I think we go with the Vulcan here. I mean, it's a mech we haven't had yet. This is part of the heavy metal DLC, so it'd be nice to see it. I am curious what we could do with it. Definitely, probably the support weapons would be the way to go, because it does have bonuses to that. Well, we'll give it a try. Maybe that's where we put the coil gun. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's make sure there's no other weapon systems here, like weapons or other special systems. Doesn't look like it. All right, confirm that. So we did end up getting 2 Commander 1B parts. In the end, that's not really a good thing to do, but oh well. Continue. We also had a lot of Jenner parts we could have gotten there. I mean, we almost had a full Jenner here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's most of the way. All right, well, in any case, we didn't get any of that, so it doesn't matter. All right, that was a very successful mission. Not sure if we're going to get our consecutive deployment right away. I think there are 3 missions in this one, but I may not be right on that.
That mech is ready to
All
go,
right.
Commander.
One of the highest dedicated fire support mechs to be found, the trebuchet, blah, blah, blah. That's a good mech. Discord's down. Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier. So apparently they're having some kind of problem. Okay, we are on the consecutive deployment. We are locked in with the Hatchetman. We have to use that. And then other than that, we can use 3 of our own mechs. I want to say the Phoenix Hawk, yes. Honestly, we might go with these 3 mechs. These are our heaviest damage output mechs, and killing the enemy is going to be fairly important. The only consideration we have is these are kind of slower mechs. Well, not kind of. They're definitely slower mechs. So that may be a liability in this mission. But I like the 1-2 punch of the Enforcer Vindicator combo, where we're oftentimes able to knock the stability around of the enemy very effectively and get knockdowns, especially against the lighter opponents. So I like the idea with that. So we'll stick with that team, and then the Phoenix Hawk will be in there for a little bit more maneuverability and what have you. Granted, I do think that the Firestarter does the better job in that regard, but the Hatchman doesn't have a lot of armor, so that's one of the big problems. This guy does have some skills that go into helping you with some defense. But what I found with this mission is just being ultra aggressive and trying to kill your enemy as fast as you possibly can is the best way to achieve victory here. So that's, I think, what we're going for. All right, let's deploy. We're just not going to have to, we have to not worry about what happens to the Hatchetmen. Oh, I should have read the description. Sorry. I think we'll get a chance to read it once the load-in happens. So we'll be fine. All right, here we go. House Liao's occupation force is moving on our mech bay and force, Commander. I know that you've had no time to refit or repair your battle mechs. Didn't really need to. But I'm going to need your assistance all the same. In light of this, I've authorized the deployment of a Steiner asset, the very rare and precious battle mech that you just delivered to this site, to assist you, with one of my own mech warriors to pilot it. Alright, that's all fine and good. This mission used to be a lot harder. They have since rebalanced it. It's not as bad, but we still have to approach it with, in my opinion, a lot of aggression. Is that a Kintaro or a Trebuchet? I want to say it is a Kintaro from the outline, but it's kind of small, so I'm having a hard time actually seeing it enough to make that distinction, but I think it's Kintaro, which is kind of a tough mech to knock out. Commander, I'm afraid that Dr. Murad's sensor readings have been confirmed. A large contingent of Liao reserves are en route to the mech bay at this moment, and they are eager to strike. I suggest that you strike back at them with this. Meet the HTC-3F Hatchetman, House Snyder's new melee specialist brawler. I find it perfectly equipped to hack these Capellan peasants in two, I assure you. It's a hell of a machine, I've got to say. That hatchet makes me feel downright tingly. Just wait until you've seen it in action. To that point, Commander, eliminate the enemy and keep our assets safe. Key members of the Davian Steiner Alliance will be watching. Okay. Alright, so we have this guy. His name is Matchstick. We are just going to blitz forward because the AI will ignore me and they will entirely fixate on the buildings that they have to destroy. So we are going to just more or less charge in. Question is, can we get further with a sprint or a jump? Looks like a sprint. So I will sprint to...
Aye, aye.
Guess we'll keep these two relatively close together. Yeah, Google server issue.
Roger that.
Is what Davey is saying. I hope I say your name right. I've sometimes questioned that because I know some of the Finnish pronunciation is a little not what I'm used to. Alright, there's a Commander 1B. We'll try and smash him pretty fast.
Receiving you.
To that end, go in and melee his ass. That's going to be the best chance of hitting him. It will burn down a decent amount of his evasion. I didn't bring a scout, which may have been an oversight. Well, it's basically... And then... I have your answer censored, unfortunately, by the bot. So I get to fill in the blank. F. That building may be going down. Oh. Discord's back up. You can get a Discord audio profile. Okay, so I think I knocked this guy unstable, which is why I'm able to stuff. You know what? We might be able to get an attack on that. So I misread that. That is a trebuchet. But we're going to attack the Centurion, and the reason why we're going to attack the Centurion is so it doesn't attack any of these buildings, because the Centurion can do a decent amount of damage. So we'll go ahead and jump up to the wood here.
Copy that.
This will give us good sight lines for the future as well, so that's nice. Open up on this guy. It's just as a written word. All right.
Copy that.
Well, that wasn't the best accuracy we could have gotten, but maybe a thief. That was too long for. Well, we have grabbed their attention. That's good.
Commander.
And I like to grab the attention of that trebuchet if I can. Yeah, that's going to be the move.
Firing jump jet.
The commando is not really as threatening, so we'll go ahead and open up on the trebuchet, which is more threatening. They do have half armor, so that's nice. Not getting the best accuracy here. But hey, we got his sensors impaired, so...
Scored a critical hit.
And again, the important thing is we grab the attention. Okay, so I don't really have a good targeting solution there, so I guess we're just going to smack this commando on the side that's already been damaged on. And probably kill it. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of life left. Yeah, goodbye. Now there's a time limit on how long we have to live,
It's go time.
which we may end up getting to. There will be reinforcements of the enemy, so we have to be mindful of that. Okay, the trebuchet should be targeting my mechs. It did a very ineffectual attack there. Okay, my turn. We could go a melee attack here. Can the
Ready for
hatchetman cannot get a melee attack, so it is going to attack against the trebuchet is really tempting. It's not really. It's just like a one penalty to attacking, but it does kind of matter somewhat, a little bit, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to damage that Centurion enough that we really make its attack not all that reduced, but what I'm going to do
Yes, Commander.
is have you walk up and I guess attack the Centurion. I think this is a good call for a precision strike, I think. So I'm going to go for that right torso because that'll get rid of the AC-10, which is pretty much his biggest damage potential. PPC always lands low, it seems. I don't think that's an intrinsic value. It just seems, I mean, an element of like how the mech is designed or anything, but it just seems like that's what always happens. I guess this is a multi-target situation.
Location confirmed.
You're A. You're B.
Engaging multiple targets.
Basically, all I've seen of this game is a Roomba playing the Rogue Tech mod, so it feels weird not having to fight Irby mechs with nukes equipped. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Rogue Tech mod, and that's very good. I got to meet the
Hey there.
one of the mod makers. I'm not sure if it's one person or multiple people, but okay. This is a good opportunity. Might even do a precision strike here because this guy, I mean, he is hurting. So Hatchman doesn't do a ton of damage, but this might still matter.
Let's do this.
It was AC-10 that needed to hit him in the center torso, so
Solid connection on that one.
I think the move here is to finish the Centurion. So I'm going to do that. This is probably overkill, but I want to make sure it dies. Okay.
Enemy mech.
Now we may see enemy reinforcements soon.
Picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy
Oh,
reinforcements.
right on top of me, huh? Well, I guess we can deal with that for... Oh, shit. They're right in behind me, aren't they? Thankfully, they have very little armor. Okay, so first things first.
Good to go.
Hello. How are you? Would you like to be shot? Trebuchet is the most dangerous here, but this is also not a bad multi-target situation. So we'll go for it. So jump.
I copy.
A multi-target. You're gonna be A. You're gonna be B. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they gave it a melee debuff, because it still does the most damage of, like, you know, it doesn't do the absolute most damage, but it still does 110 damage, which is a lot. But I guess if the axe gets shot off, then that starts to come into play. But yeah, it is kind of silly that they did that. Okay, a little bit of damage on that trebuchet. And then the small laser poke of in the eye. Take that. Okay, trebuchet went first. Alright, so this is a good opportunity, honestly. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer not to take that kind of damage, but...
Orders.
Legend is going to stay... walking. Again, we're just going to hit the trebuchet nice and hard here. All their mechs are going to be able to attack me here pretty fiercely, but kind of that is what it is. I think this is a good call for a precision strike here. And we're just going to go after that leg, try and knock him down.
All weapons, go.
That should be the leg. Really? Surprised we did not chop that leg down. Oh, another contact down here. All right, well, they're giving us opportunities to prepare, I guess. All right, I'm going to go in, melee. Rear section here. Give us an opportunity to cool off.
Engaging physical attack.
Ish. Okay. Cicada 3C. Oh, shit. I kind of forgot. We need to draw more of their attention.
How's it going?
I should not have focused as hard as I did against one mech. I don't have multi-targeted, unfortunately. Griffin 1S is pretty effective. We've already hit the Shadowhawk, so if we hit the Griffin, then it will lose... Yeah. Good. That's a good move.
Engaging jump jets.
So attack the Griffin 1S, and that will be the last mech that hasn't already been acquired outside of the Cicada, so... Oh, come on. So these other ones have already kind of acquired us, so... We're just gonna have to deal with them.
Light damage, Commander.
Yeah, okay. The Cicada isn't as big of a threat, but obviously we can't just let it run rampant, so... We'll try and address that before it goes. Okay. Not a bad turn, all in all. A couple vehicles, apparently. Alright, so we got like another lance or so down here. Hopefully we can mop up these other guys before the other ones become more of a threat. Okay, so we've got to make a call here. I think that call is the Enforcer is going to attack the Cicada to draw its attention, and then we hit the Shadowhawk with the rest of our damage.
What's up, boss?
Maybe? I'm going to jump to here. That gets you small lasered, what we want. Then we hit the Shadowhawk with everything else. Unfortunately, it's not a rear attack, but I can't really get that going, so...
Firing jump jets.
Okay. So you're A. You're B. Okay. That will do. Oh wait, hold on. A small laser. There we go. I mean, this is just a bad chance to hit, but I can't get it angled properly, so it is what it is.
I copy.
Oh, we did hit with it.
That's a miss.
All right. Well, that gets what we need. Oh, that's not good. Ow.
Losing lots of armor.
All right.
Good to go.
Now, I can do a melee attack with the Hatchman, but this trebuchet would line me up. So, I mean, the Hatchman's just not in a good position right now, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that.
Yes, Commander.
I think we try and light up the trebuchet, because it will probably go down, and honestly, you know, it's the one that is the most dangerous of the mechs that are still around, so
Copy that.
I'm going to try here. We're running kind of hot, but I'm going to use a precision strike to give us the most accuracy we can get. Yeah, they'll have to make... Let's go right torso here.
Roger that.
Not enough. He didn't reduce his firepower at all, so, you know. That sucks. Alright, they give us a little bit of reprieve. I really want to do a Hatcher strike here, but I think that's unwise. So instead, I'm going to jump away, because I think we're threatened here, and we'll just keep hitting the trebuchet here. And it's already damaged on that one side, so maybe this damage will be focused enough that it won't matter.
Locking in. All weapons.
There we go. That guy's dead. All right.
Enemy down.
So we're in a good position here, I think. Kato's just gonna backpedal, attack me at point blank range, which honestly works in our favor because that PPC does not have a good chance to hit, and it obviously missed. Okay. And you are just gonna stay glued to this guy's back and just keep hitting him, because he wants you to keep hitting him, I guess.
Engaging jump jets.
So do a lot of damage. That should hurt. Goodbye.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, so they have two medium mechs that haven't gone yet. Gonna open up on the Vindicator. Can handle it. We don't want it to do that forever, obviously, but going after the Enforcer. These two are doing the job that they're designed for.
Warning, minimal damage.
We also have another rear attack here on this Griffin 1S. Pretty easy to pull off rear attack. Okay, these guys are starting to get close to the buildings, and they will start opening up on them. Now, this is definitely a problem, because we have 5 turns we need to hold out. So we now have to divert our attention over here, which is unfortunate, because can't really do a whole lot else. Then we might lose a building here. Really hard to say. So Leo has no choice
Commander.
but to get into a position to attack these guys. We'd be giving our back to these guys so much. I don't know what I do here. I really don't. We kind of need to attack these guys, but I don't know how we do that and not get rear attacked like crazy. Maybe if I... How easy would it be for them to get in behind me if I did this? Pretty damn easy? Maybe if I angle like this. I mean, that one guy might be able to get in behind me. I don't know. I think this is a bad decision no matter what I do, but I have to attack these guys. I do not have a choice. Well, I do have a choice, and that choice is that I don't have to do it right away because they move fairly late. So I could move just about everybody else. Take advantage of what's in front of me. Can't get my small lasers in. Alright. We'll go ahead and do this move. Yeah, there is a turn limit. It's over on the... that way. It's over on the left there with the other objectives. It says hold 5 rounds. So once 5 rounds pass, this mission will be over. And I have 3 of the 7 buildings have to survive. That's our current objectives, more or less. And that's going to have to be the move we do.
Engaging jump jets.
So I'll go ahead and take the rear attack that they're giving me. Does the precision strike make it any more accurate? Yeah, sure does. Right torso or left torso? Lose a lot of lasers if I hit the right torso. Alright, right torso it is.
Targeting rear armor.
Okay. Didn't get as much effect as we would like.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Well, if we are able to get an attack on them, they will stop it. They'll ignore the objective. If I can get an attack on them. Okay, I think now we do that move with I honestly don't know.
Waiting for orders.
Our hatchement's starting to run hot. I mean, we have the opportunity to hit this guy in the rear again. So I feel like we have to take it. Because we're really beating him up.
Jumping.
Question is, can we even do it? Answer is, not really. AC-10 is going to be our best thing.
I copy.
Hit the leg, so that was completely pointless. Alright. So that's the guy that was most likely going to be able to get in behind me. So now I feel safer with that move.
Systems holding.
Shadowhawk still might be able to do it, but yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Now's the time to make the move. So we'll jump here. Multi-target situation here. I don't know if we're gonna handle the heat, but oh, these are kind of light mechs. All right, so you're gonna be A. These are gonna be hard to hit, but I mean, it is what it is, and you're that. Okay, so in theory, we can't really fire everything we'd like, but that's okay. So A, B, C, each thing gets a weapon. Fire it at it, and go.
Confirmed.
I don't think we actually have to hit. We just have to fire at them at all, and then they get mad. So there we have it. Now we already had the cicada angry with us. Ooh, ammo explosion.
Tango down.
Goodbye. That was a lucky ass hit. All right, now the Shadowhawk gets to move. It's going to go after our Vindicator. All right. I think the right move with the Vindicator is try and look for that rear attack on the Griffin.
Commander.
Problem is that would require a jump. And the question is, do we have the heat to pull that move off? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Lifting off.
Not if we fire... Okay, we could get away with that. This might hurt it enough.
Target confirmed.
I mean, this is a crap ton of damage here. We're still not hurting its firepower at all.
Critical hit.
But that many rear hits, that's kind of unlucky. But hey, we got some good luck earlier, so I'll take it. Okay. Warhammer, alright, that's scary. Might not get in range to do anything, though. Wow, structure exposed. Where?
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Hell yeah.
On the arm. Alright, that's actually kind of dangerous. I don't know what arm, so it depends, but... Our Vindicator's starting to get pretty beat up. Leo's all out on his own. We cannot handle that Warhammer. If that Warhammer gets in here and starts doing damage to us, we are screwed.
Not much armor left in that location.